everybody. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Just a little boxing update on what's been going on, or rumors that have been going on in boxing over the last couple weeks. So first, let's start with everybody was all fired up about Vladimir Klitschko possibly facing AJ, aka Anthony Joshua, for the in the heavyweight division, which would have been dope if it would have happened. They were talking about $30 million purses and all that. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen in the future, but as of right now, that fight is off. But that's going to be a very interesting fight, because it could be like a changing of the guard to me. Like, yeah, Klitschko lost to the cokehead, but Tyson Fury, if you don't know, he is a cokehead. That is legitimate. But if Klitschko loses to Anthony Joshua, it's going to be like a changing in the guard. Like, the young guy beats the old guy that was a man for forever, and I think that Anthony Joshua has that ability. I think he can beat Klitschko. I mean, Klitschko's good. He's been fighting and been the champion. He was the champion for the better part of a decade. But to me, like, to keep it a buck, Klitschko has a very simple style to me. I mean, I'm not impressed. All he does is throw the jab, keep you off him. He's not going to let you engage. I mean, because his chin is shaky. I mean, I think Joshua has just as much power, a little bit more movement, and he can throw combinations, which makes him a lot more dangerous. But then, you know, you never can count out the old guy or the wily veteran. You know, he might pull out his inner Bernard Hopkins or something if they have a fight. But to me, I would clearly be leaning towards a younger Anthony Joshua. And then after Joshua beats Klitschko, I would like to see him and Wilder fight. So hopefully Wilder will be back from injury by then. And that would be dope. Also, you know what people aren't talking about, but I do want to see this guy fight some quality competition, is Luis King Kong Ortiz. I know he signed to a new management. That's other news too. He signed to a new management. He's left Golden Boy now, and hopefully they can get this guy some quality fights in the heavyweight division, because I think he could be a factor. I think he'd be a problem for anybody in the heavyweight division. King Kong Ortiz has skill and power. He's definitely dangerous, and I think mostly people will probably duck him. He's almost like the Rigondeaux of that division, as far as his skill set, what he's able to do, and how people are avoiding him. I almost want to call him the Rigondeaux of the heavyweight division, to keep it a buck. Luis King Kong Ortiz, very good heavyweight. If you don't know about him, go check him out. But for the big names, yeah, I do think Anthony Joshua can beat Klitschko, and will beat Klitschko if they can get that fight truly finalized. And then I like to see the winner fight Wilder. That would become very interesting. Now on the fight that we have confirmed, everybody was talking crazy about Danny Garcia ducking this, ducking that, cherry picking this, doing that. All funny stuff aside, he has had a couple cherry picks, but he's fought some very stiff competition as well. I mean, this man fought Morales. This dude fought Amir Khan. I mean, he fought Matisse. Like, he's fought some stiff competition. I mean, even Lamont Peterson, even though people might have thought he lost, I mean, he's fought some quality names. I mean, you can't expect a fighter to go and fight top 10 every time out. I mean, damn, the man cut him some slack. But now he's stepping up. Danny Swift Garcia versus Keith One-Time Thurman. Say word. March 2017. That is going to be a great, great fight. I'm already just going to assume that Danny Garcia is going to be the underguard. I said underguard. Damn, what's wrong with me? My bad. Underdog in that fight, because I know Keith Thurman, I mean, he's coming off the Sean Porter win. Clearly has a power advantage. Has a little faster feet. So, but the thing is, Danny Garcia just seems to pull stuff out of his ass. I mean, like, he has a skill set and he can fight on his back foot. He has some power, but he has slow feet and not a lot of head movement. So that's what worries me with somebody like Thurman. I think Thurman could hurt Garcia. I'm not going to count Garcia all the way out, but I can't see where he has an advantage to beat Keith Thurman. But I do think that fight will be as competitive or more competitive than the Sean Porter fight. Just because Sean Porter's just like a pit bull with no leash. He's just wild out there. I don't really think he has a true skill set besides heart and determination. And I feel like Danny Garcia at least has a skill set. He does have a jab. He has all the fundamentals. He's like good at a lot of stuff, but not great at anything. Where Keith Thurman is good at stuff, but he's great at power. Like, he has great power. So that can be the ultimate equalizer, is power. So I think it could probably go to decision, but I'm going to lean towards Keith Thurman in that fight when it happens. Also, you know, we got to talk about billions. Adrian Broner is in trouble again. They said that he choked some chick allegedly in Vegas. Allegedly. They might need to put... I don't know what's going on, Adrian Broner. He was supposedly going to commit suicide, and then Floyd made up with him and had him in Vegas, and they looked like they were all good. And then all of a sudden he's into some other mess with some chick. It's just... I don't know what to say about Adrian Broner, but I will say this. All funny stuff aside, people can say what they want about what I'm about to say. Adrian Broner is a C+, B- fighter, in my opinion. And I'm just going to keep it a buck. His mic skills, pause, are why he's so popular. Yes, he was good at those lower weight classes, but since he's been up in that 140 to 140, I'd say that 147 range especially, he's been looking very shaky. And the reason that Adrian Broner will never beat any of the truly elite fighters, first of all, he doesn't have the dedication. Second of all, this dude is almost like a heavyweight, how economical he is with his punches. He doesn't let his hands go. And he already has a blueprint on him. All you got to do is press him. And you got it. Literally, you just have to walk him down, and he can't really do anything. And clearly, his training team has not seen that, or does not know how to correct that for some reason. So, to me, after this Ricky Burns fight for Adrian Broner, I don't know who he can fight and beat, realistically. Seriously, think about that. Can he really beat Andre Berto? Could he beat Lamont Peterson? He can't beat Terrence Crawford, that I assure you. Say what you want, he will not beat Terrence Crawford. Would he beat Danny Garcia? That'd be a kind of a pick-em fight. I would still lean towards Garcia because he's more active. I say that we're less than, mark my word, we're less than 2 years away from Adrian Broner completely being exposed unless he changes the way he fights. That I assure you. You can book that. He will be exposed permanently within the next 2 years because he doesn't have, there's no more cherry picks for him to fight. There's no more, what is that, Akbayariv or whatever the dude he fought before and won the title before his fight, and then the Theophane, and all that's done. The Theophanes and all that, that's going to be done after this Ricky Burns fight because there will be no more cherry picks. So he's going to have to fight somebody good. And I think when he does, he's going to get exposed. You guys tell me. Tell me in the comments, who can Adrian Broner beat that's good between 140 and 147? Be honest with yourself. I like Adrian Broner. He's entertaining, but he doesn't have the work ethic on his craft to do what it takes to be elite, in my opinion. And I think that is all of the current updates that are going on in boxing right now. If you guys have any suggestions or anything I missed, please. Oh man, my brother telling me about. I guess we can throw this in there. The Alien is also fighting. Bernard Hopkins is fighting Joe Smith Jr. I actually don't. I'm tired of seeing. I don't want them fighting anymore. I just that's why I don't want to talk about it. I mean, Roy Jones, Hopkins. I mean, just hang it up. Joe Smith Jr. He's gonna be. I mean, he hit dude with a Sunday punch and got his belt or whatever, and that was great. That was on PBC. Joe Smith Jr.'s big win. And the Alien is looking to go out with a cherry pick because that dude was getting worked until he got that Sunday punch in and knocked out my boy. I can't remember his name. It was the Polish fellow with the long red robe, very Ric Flair-like robe that he was wearing, and got slept in front of his countrymen. I forgot his name, but yeah, he got slept. So I expect the Alien to actually beat Joe Smith Jr. and actually knock him out. go out on top. So yeah, the alien will be fighting. So yeah, that was the update. I forgot. Do you care? I don't really. So I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. This is my boxing update. Subscribe, comment, hit that like button, share this video. Gone.